Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatham to you hopefully elect. This is going to be a real quick, just through the spirit of just meditating and thinking, because as an Israelite man, you know, obviously we want to make it, we want to be saved. And to those of us that have families, wives, children, and so on and so forth, because the scriptures say, work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, But like I said, hey, hoping that, hey, the Lord spares our families, you know. Like I said, was just thinking, because something that I've noticed over the months, over time, through the Spirit, I realized that, like I said, Lord willing, I make it. I'm trying to make it myself, but, you know, hey, whether my family, whether they know it or not, they're depending on me. Like I said, I just noticed through time, just not only am I doing it for myself, but hey, I'm doing it for them, because Lord willing, they make it. Because hey, Lord willing, through our sacrifice, the Lord, he could spare our families. You see, and you see, we're coming into a time where the Lord, He's going to put some of us in positions to where we're going to have to lead souls, man. We're going to have to lead the Lord's people. So, not going to be just our, families, but, other people that we're going to have to lead and direct. This is something I imagine, because, you got the 144,000 men, the leaders. All right. But you got the innumerable multitude. All right. Which, that could consist of, because we know it could, mainly women and children, but hey, some of that, because again, knowing that all men of Israel aren't, on this side, going to be prophets and, out there in the forefront like the men of the Lord are. But again, some of the men of the Lord are going to be put in positions to where they're going to have to lead men, women, and children. Like I said, some of us are going to be put in that position to where we're going to have to lead souls. So, and you see, with that being said, hey, the time is coming where people are going to depend on us. They're gonna look to us. Looking to us for answers and guidance, direction, and things like that. You see. So, like I said, just thinking about how, like I said, I just noticed throughout time how I recognize that I'm not doing this just for me, but for my family. And if that's my lot, then, to whomever the Lord sends my way for me to lead and, to watch over and whatnot, But I'm going to read this real quick in Job, because again, it had me thinking about the unselfishness. Again, we're not doing this just for ourselves, but to those others that come up under our banner, you see. So I want to read this in Job chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning, and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. But Job said, It may be that my sons have sinned and cursed the Most High in their hearts. Thus did Job continually." So this was a regular thing that Job was doing on the behalf of his children, which is an unselfish act. He offered up burnt offerings on a regular on the behalf of his children, just in case they were going off, just in case they sinned against the Most High. You see, so that's a very unselfish act. And again, that's what had me, motivated me to do this, because again, we're not just doing this just for us, Again, granted, we are to work out our own salvation through fear and trembling, but again, Lord willing, through our sacrifice, the Lord might save our families, you know, might have mercy on our families, man. And to those that come under our banner, you know, to whom the Lord puts, uh, um, under us, and we're going to have to lead those spirits. All right. So I'm going to read this in Acts 16, verse. I'll start at verse 30, Acts 16 and 30. And brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? And they said, Believe on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, which belief, all right, is backed up. You know, you show your belief by your works, your actions. All right, the two go hand in hand. All right. So how do we show that we believe in Yahweh Bashim Shai? How do we show forth our belief? By putting forth the work. Like I said, Lord willing, through our sacrifice. When you read on, it says, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house. So you see, through the works that we commit, again, man, Lord willing, our sacrifice is acceptable to the Lord. Not only will the Lord preserve us, but He'll preserve our families. You see, and to all those, like I said, that come up under our banner, whomever the Lord, sends our way for us to lead. All right. Could be mothers, fathers, brothers, whoever. Other members of the innumerable multitude. Right. The Lord, again, man, we're not doing this just for ourselves, but to others, man. So, because, sometimes we get in that spirit of wanting to just, give up, man, and just say the hell with it. But again, we've got to remember, man, we're not just doing this just for ourselves. There's other people depending on us, whether they know it or not, whether they see it or not. They will soon, but, they don't see it now, but they will soon, and they'll appreciate it then. Because, the works that we do, all right, what we're doing, man, Jake, they don't understand that we're doing it for them. Jake talks so much shit and looks at us sideways and funny and, scoff and scorn, but they don't understand that we're doing this for them. You see? So, like I said, man, they don't see it now, but they will soon. They'll see it soon. But nevertheless, again, man, we're not doing this just for ourselves, man. Because like I said, sometimes you just want to give up and just say the hell with it. You'd rather be in the spiritual realm, but there's other people that are depending on us, So we can't be selfish, we got to be unselfish, Because again, man, through our works, Lord willing, our families can be saved. So I'm going to jump to verse 1 Timothy 4. I'll read verse 10. It says, For therefore we both labor and suffer reproach, because we trust in the living power, who is the Savior of all men, especially of those that believe. All right. Because you see, the Lord, man, He has the power to save, man. He has the power to deliver. The Yahushua's name, it means He saves or He delivers. You see, to all those that believe. And again, how do you show your belief? Well, you show it through your works, your actions. But again, not only that, through our works, the Lord, He will save our families, man. I'm going to jump down to verse 16. It says, Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So you see, because, some of us, a lot of us, or pretty much all of us, because people are watching, people are paying attention, whether, we know about them or not. We all pretty much have our own secret disciples or whatnot. And like I said, the time's going to come when, the Lord's going to put us in positions to where we're going to have to lead these spirits, man. Lead these souls, man. These people, they're going to be depending on us. You see, so again, man, not only are we, doing this for ourselves, but, you know, to whomever the Lord sends our way for us to be over, to all those that hear us, man, all those that come to us, you know, you see. So hey, man, it's we got to be completely unselfish because it's more than us. There's more people that are depending on us than we know it. You see, let me get one more. Let me get one more. Because hey, man, time is coming, man. You know, we're gonna be getting phone calls. You know, people are gonna start more and more start inquiring questions, and hey, man, we got to get ready. You know, so I'm gonna read this in 1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So you see, it said be ready to always give an answer because the time is coming where, hey, you know, because we talk about often dealing with the famine of the word because we're not going to be out in the forefront on the highways and byways and doing these videos too much longer. But that's not to say that we're still not going to be teaching when the shit goes down. It's just more so underground, and hey, that's why we got to get this word in us while we can, because hey, um it says sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, man. Because again, I'm pretty sure during Jacob's trouble we're not going to be walking around with the Bible apps and physical Bibles or whatnot. No, man, this knowledge is going to be in us. All right, it's going to be in our minds. So hey, people are going to be coming with their questions and looking for answers and inquiring. And like I said, man, you see, so that again, man, just the fact that um it's not just there's more people depending on us, whether we know it or not, whether they don't know it or not. The scripture say in due time, due season, Lord, He'll exalt us. So hey, the time is coming, man. The time is coming. But again, man, it's not just about us, man. Got to be completely unselfish. We're not doing it just for us, but other people are depending on us as well. But hopefully this is edifying, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Shai, Barakatham to you, hopefully elect. Lord willing, attend next time. Shalom.